Assalamualaikum and good day to our beloved lecturer, Cik Muhammad Faizal bin Basri. So this assignment is for the financial management, FIN 420. This is group assignment. In our group, we are prepared by I'm Erna Masfizatif Muhammad Ramli and three others of my group members, Nazira binti Nasir, Nora Nida Watika binti Abdul Wahab, Nur Ain Shakira binti Abdul Halim. For this assignment, we have chosen 4 companies. Okay, then we have written the executive summary in our report. The 4 companies that we have chosen is Automotive Holding Berhad. The second, Bermas Auto Berhad. Third, DRB Highcom Berhad. And the fourth is Tan Chong Motor Holdings Berhad. In this presentation, we will discuss about the time series and comparative analysis. So here is the liquidity. So liquidity for the current ratio, quick ratio of the 2018 and 2019, here the RB Highcom is having low liquidity comparing to the other of the competitors in the same industry. It shows that increasing at the current ratio, but it is still very low. Okay. Generally, company that face liquidity, it caused by financial struggle and the business under economic stress. This low ratio can help the RB Highcom anticipating the trouble ahead of its business. They can move into liquidate some asset before it is too late. Meanwhile, other 3 companies in comparative with the RB Highcom are showing average performance of liquidity among of these industries. I will hand over this presentation to my friends. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aznida Watika. Today I will present about a leverage and activity ratio. Here you can see about 2 chart, that is total debt and time interest earned. For the total debt ratio and times interest earned of 2018 and 2019, Bermas are showing lower debt ratio that reflect lower amount of debt to finance asset. Here, both years show the debt ratio 11% and 10%, which means good because it indicates that Bermas Auto Berhad will be able to repay its loan. Bermas Auto Berhad does not have to have problems getting its loan. Furthermore, for times interest and interest earned, Bermas is able to pay additional interest expense. In this case, Bermas Auto Berhad business is less risky and the bank should have no problem accepting the loan. Meanwhile, others company in comparative to Bermas are having higher debt ratio and times interest earned. This is clearly seen for the RB Highcom that have highest debt ratio. Okay, second is about activity ratio. Here, the chart about average collection period and total asset turnover. For the average collection period for 2018 and 2019, showing APM Automotive Berhad required 65 until 67 days to complete the credit made by the customer. This has a negative impact on APM Automotive Berhad that is ineffective in reducing customer late payments. For the total asset turnover, the RB Highcom Berhad show very low for both years. This means the company has a lot of plant and equipment that is unproductive and not being used efficiently to generate sale for the company. Generally, the company in this situation has to service the plant and equipment, pay for breakdowns, and perhaps pay interest on loans to buy it through long-term debt. Okay, I will hand over this presentation to my friends. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and thank you to Aznida Watika. I am Nur Ain Shakira binti Abdul Halim and now I will continue with profitability. Overall, all companies showed a lower ratio in their operating profit margin. Automotive industry needs to improve their operating margin by increasing their EBIT relative to their sales. That means reducing expenses to make a significant improvement. In the automotive industry case, they will be looking to reduce their selling, general, admin, or R&D primarily while maintaining or increasing sales revenue. Furthermore, for return on assets is impacted negatively for all the companies due to the low fixed asset turnover ratio and to some extent by the receivables ratio. Depending on the economy, this can be a healthy rate of return no matter what the investment. Investors should compare other companies' return in its industry to gain a better understanding of how well companies manage its assets. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazira. So I will proceed with market ratio. Okay, so as you can see, they have two chart in here that present the dividend payout ratio and price earning ratio. So for the comparative analysis, we can say that overall of the company showing trivial percentage of its earning to shareholder as dividends, giving it a more sustainable payout ratio. However, the ideal payout ratio largely depends on the sector in which given company operates. Okay, company in automotive industry typically have typically make less reliable payout because their profit are vulnerable to macroeconomic fluctuations. So we can say in times of economic hardship, people spend less of their incomes of a new car. Consequently, company in this sector tend to experience earning peaks and valleys that fall in line with economic cycle. The downside for above company in these situations are for investor to buy the stock before the market rise, and when that happen, uh, investor can get benefit from the lower stock price. Okay, so conclusion. So okay, we can say that to be conclude, we can say that as the global economy faces its sharpened slowdown since the financial crisis, the financial performer in the automotive industry is facing a tricky situations and hard thing to deliver. So the high levels of investment in both manufacturing and development means that it can be very difficult for automotive industry even if they can operate and manage business effectively. There are many automotive company is facing a financial struggle and being in the midst of restructuring. All of this has been reflected in the time series and cooperative financial analysis that has been discussed in this assignment. In order to promote the financial performance among automotive industry, we need or we require the government support in increased export promotion program and trade investment missions, and continue to maximize the use of free trade agreements in areas such as import duties and economy and also technical collaboration. So thank you. That's all for our group presentation.